Hello and welcome to another video, and today we're starting a new series. It is to see what would happen to the English Premiership when only English players are allowed to play. So what I've done beforehand is, using the Football Manager editor, I have removed all of the foreign players that are not of nationality of English, and so what will remain is all of the English players. So just to let you see, let's go to Manchester United. Have a quick look at players, and as you can see, every single player in their first team squad is of English nationality. So we don't have any players of the likes of De Gea, Paul Pogba, all of the world-class players that Man United do possess in real life. And just look at the most valuable English players that Man United have. They've got only like a few well-known players. Got Marcus Rashford, Jesse Lingard, Phil Jones, Chris Smalling, Luke Shaw. So defensively, Manchester United should do quite well because they've got a strong defensive back line. Have a look at Man City. They've only got 4 players worth more than 10 million. John Stones, Raheem Sterling, Kyle Walker and Fabian Delph, but the rest are all teenagers, all 17 or 18 years old. And this is Man City's current starting 11. They got Curtis Anderson in goal, a 16-year-old playing in the first team at a very young age. And you got Kyle Walker and John Stones, the two guys at the helm that have stayed at the club. Fabian Delph centre midfield, and Raheem Sterling, and Phil Foden, who is a very promising midfielder who's playing out of position, but he is going to be a player that will surely help Man City in the long run. So the main reason of doing this experiment is because there are so many foreign players that play in the Premier League, and because of this, the English national team get really seriously affected by this. Because all of these Premier League clubs, they do produce really good players, but they just don't get game time at these clubs to progress and to develop as a player. And once they turn up about like 20, 22, they get sold off to teams in the lower English leagues, which is quite sad for them. I'm going to split the season into 5 episodes. So at the end of this episode, we'll simulate to the end of September, and we'll have a look at the league and just see how general things are going. So I'll sim to the end of September, and I'll see you guys then. Welcome back. You join me now at the end of September, 30th of September, and now we're just going to have a look at the Premiership and see how it takes form. And at the moment, Bournemouth are top of the league. They've won every single game, so they've got 18 points out of 18, so the perfect start they could have imagined. They've beaten big teams like Liverpool, Tottenham, Man City and Arsenal, and they've just beaten Burnley 3-0 away. And we have second place has Everton, Arsenal third, and Southampton takes up the last Champions League place. West Ham are currently 5th, occupying the Europa qualification spot. As you can see, Man United are 8th. The big teams are not doing really well. We've got Man United in 8th place, Liverpool, Man City both in the bottom half of the table. We've got Tottenham lungering down in 6th place, and Chelsea are 18th place. They've only won 1 game all season, and that was against Man United at home, a 3-0 victory. And yeah, it's just amazing. Swansea are bottom and Huddersfield are 19th. You'd expect Swansea to be down at the bottom because they don't currently have that many English players. They are a Welsh club from a Welsh city, so they predominantly had Welsh players, but obviously they can't play because it's a fully English Premiership. So just have a look at Bournemouth and how their players are performing. As you can see, Aaron Ramsdale has played 7 games already. He's a 19-year-old. And that just shows you that if these players get the opportunity to play, then they can perform, because he's got a 7.1 average rating, which is pretty good. Just sort it by average rating. These two have only played twice, so don't take account in their average rating, but Charlie Daniels, the left back, who is a pretty renowned player for Bournemouth, with an average rating of 7.3. Jermaine Defoe is already scoring 3 goals, and yeah, not too bad. Just have a quick look at Arsenal. Theo Walcott has been their best player, 7.37 average rating. Danny Welbeck has been given time to play, and he's doing really well. 8 goals in 9 starts for Arsenal. Got Reece Nelson, a young prospect that's coming through the Arsenal ranks, 17 years old still, and he's got a good average rating of 7.28. Chuba Akpom as well. Jack Wilshere, that could be deadly. If any of these big players get injured, then that could be catastrophic for these clubs. We'll go down to the bottom half and see what the Chelsea players have been doing. By the looks of it, not very much. Yeah, look at those average ratings. The 4th highest average rating is 6.62. Jake Clark-Salter, who's a 20-year-old defender. At least you got Danny Drinkwater putting in shifts for the Chelsea. 7.26 average rating from 10 games. That's pretty good. Gary Cahill as well, doing quite well. Tariq Lamptey. Oh, that's only 1 game, so can't really look too much into that. Yeah, so Chelsea are not doing well at all. I was just a bit curious to see why Chelsea didn't have that many good players. And we've looked at George McKerchan. Why are they selling? Why is he gone on loan to Fleetwood? He should be keeping these players because they don't have that many good players. And George McKerchan is probably one of the best youngsters currently at the club. Which doesn't make sense. I'm just going to scroll through all of the fixture list, so if you want to have a look at a certain game, if you're supporting a team and you want to see how they do, please just pause the video because I'm just going to go through them quickly so you can see what's been happening in the league. Everton winning 3-0 comfortably against Tottenham early in August on the first day of the season, and Huddersfield beating Man City 2-0 at home. Wow, that would never happen in real life. Interesting there. Arsenal winning 3-0 against Newcastle. Liverpool winning 3-0 against Crystal Palace thanks to Ings, Henderson and Sturridge. So Liverpool do have quite a few English national players still at their team, so they should be doing quite well, but they do have a lot of youngsters as well to combat that. Well, Dele Alli scoring a hat-trick against Leicester. Vardy scored a double himself. Liverpool winning again. Man City losing against Bournemouth. But can Bournemouth win the Premier League? Or can another team stop them in their tracks? Arsenal? Could Arsenal win the Premier League? They're currently the best of the top 6 real life teams, are performing the best in this experiment. Everton have done a couple 3-0 victories. Chelsea losing 1-0 at home to Southampton. It's not too much of a shock, but it's still something. Bournemouth winning 2-0 against Arsenal. That's a really big result for Bournemouth, as them two are veering out to be the best, only English team in the Premiership. Man United winning 2-0 against Huddersfield. Bournemouth winning 3-0 away against Burnley. That's a very good result. It's always difficult going to Turf Moor. And yeah, so that's what we have. Can have a quick look at the Champions League and see how the English teams have got on. So this is the Champions League. They've only played 2 games so far, and Chelsea are 4th in their group, having lost both their games. 2-0 against Roma and 3-0 against PSG. So this rule has really impacted Chelsea, 'cause those are the matches they should be getting points in, but they've got nothing so far. Man United only got 1 point so far. They drew against Red Bull Leipzig, I'm guessing. Yep, 2-2. They should be beating them, shouldn't they? Leipzig. Oh, my bad. I saw Red Bull and I automatically thought Leipzig, but it's not. It's Salzburg. Got Tottenham. They've lost both their games. Well, it is to Juventus and Atletico Madrid, so it's not... I was going to say it's not that bad, but then they lost 4-0 against Juventus and 3-1 to Atletico Madrid, so they haven't been doing well. And Man City have been doing quite badly, losing 4-0 at home to Real Madrid and losing against Anderlecht. So yeah, they're not doing at all well. Have a look at the Europa Cup. They've also only played 2 games so far in the group stages. And where are they? Must be an English team in the group stage somewhere. Yep, Arsenal. Arsenal are the only team that have actually made it into the group stages, and they are currently doing quite well. They've won 2 out of 2 games so far. They've beaten Zlin and Young Boys quite comfortably. Haven't conceded a goal yet, but to be honest, it is quite an easy group for them, so they should be doing quite well. So that is the end of episode 1. Please like, comment and subscribe to my channel for more Football Manager experiments. I've been Lobster FM. Goodbye.